Hey guys, welcome back to Let's Play Zelda Twilight Princess. I am Fiery Red Hero 8, and we have beaten the Cave of Ordeals, so now all Fairy Springs will have Fairy's Tears. Now, with our double claw shots, we can actually grab a couple things in here, which is freaking cool. Well, before I walk off the edge, let's go ahead and back up a little bit more. There we go. I love how you can just switch right to B while in C, first person point of view, or, yeah. You get what I'm saying. But yeah, there's two treasure chests actually high up here. So let's go ahead and get those. I mean, I do notice by looking back now that I actually don't have all the Overworld treasure chests. But I don't believe I'm gonna go back for them in this LP simply because, I mean, we're this far into the game. I believe after this episode, we only have 2 dungeons left, and they're probably going to be back to back. So, yeah, I will say that right now. And but you get 100 rupees for that one, and then along the other side is another treasure chest. There's only one piece of heart left in the overworld, which we'll be collecting in this episode. And then after a couple more treasure chests, which I know I say I'm not going to collect all of them, but I am going to collect just a couple. You're probably thinking why, you know, that's practically pointless, but anyway. So I hope you guys are having a good, nice Sunday off. If you're not, then I hope you enjoy this, or enjoying your day, or maybe enjoying this another day. I don't know. I don't want to talk to you. Yeah. No! Honestly? No! I don't care. I already read that, I think, beforehand. If not, then... Ugh. My words are jumbled today. But, regardless of it being... well, it won't be Sunday when you get this. This will be Wednesday, January 30th. Holy crap. January's already gone. That's okay. Alright, so... we're gonna warp over to... Castletown. I actually wish there was just a warp point in the Ordona province. They didn't have that, which I wish they had. It would have made it a little bit simpler to get to the southern edge of Castletown. Oh well, no matter. But yeah, while we are grabbing a few treasure chests, I will mention a story that I forgot to actually add in the Cave of Ordeals, because I was just so focused on that. But about 2 weeks ago, because it was actually it was 2 Mondays ago, because I was recording City in the Sky. Well, I took off afterwards to go to the gym. Well, my gym is notorious for having a very small parking lot. Very small parking lot. And that doesn't help when, like with my truck, as it turns as wide as it does, I don't like to park around anybody. And it was looking pretty crowded. Well, one guy came almost right towards me, but we stopped just enough so that we didn't, you know, and he was about to just, you know, edge around me. Well, the problem was he had a trailer attached to the back, so it was just a bit wider, and that wheel scratched the side of my truck. And I mean, I was frozen. I was like, oh my god, I don't know what to do. I was so scared. Yeah, there's 2 treasure chests here. There's one right there, and then there's one right up there. Well, if you look right before I zoom the camera out, there's a claw shot target right up here. And I mean, after the whole ordeal, like with the scraping, that sounded actually worse than it was. I got out and I was thinking, oh god, you know, am I going to get yelled at? Am I going to have to call insurance? Because this is my first, if you could even consider this an accident, this is my first accident. So I was very upset. I didn't know what to do. Well, that was just peaches and cream, wasn't it? No. I don't know, my buttons are mixed up. I'm going to admit, I already had a recording of this, and I was very frustrated, so I just quit. So, I didn't quit, I just decided to start over. I don't understand why this claw shot target is so hard to reach. I really don't get it. It's like 1 millisecond. But he actually didn't yell at me. Okay, before we make the same mistake twice. There we go. Time it out. And that didn't work either. Mainly, you gotta time your spin jump so that you can get in the center there. But he actually didn't yell at me. He got out, and I was freaking out because the only actual real damage that happened was my tire plug got ripped off, and there was some scraping on my truck. But I mean, I don't really care about scraping. But obviously that made it so that my tire was deflating as I was talking to him, and I'm like, oh god, what do I do? Well, needless to say, several people actually helped out, but like a woman who saw the whole thing, she backed out of a parking spot so he could back my truck into that said spot because I was right in the way. If I hadn't, if they hadn't moved it, other people were gonna come into the gym and other businesses around, and then they would have hit me again. So, that was very helpful. Another driver who saw that, I mean, it was dark outside, so he pulled up close so his headlights could shine so that they could see what happened. Well, by then my mom and my cousin's husband showed up, and we were able to get my wheel over to Pep Boys, where basically all they did was just blow it right back up, make sure it was good and all that. And then the man followed me and my mom back over to where my truck was still at the gym and put it back on himself and paid for the damage. Like, just the tire, that is. So, it was a very exciting evening. Not exciting, but just, I was shaky for about the rest of the night, but it made me thankful to realize that, not that there aren't nice people in this world, but I mean, that the world's not a nice place sometimes, and, with something like that, you would expect, like, insurance squabbles, lawsuits, but no, I didn't have to deal with that, and I'm very thankful, just for him, the guy that I ran into, that he was such a nice guy, and, just, you don't see that very often, at least I don't think you see that very often, so, yeah. Just a little story that I wanted to share. So, with those, we need to warp to, because this is the only treasure chest I wanted to show, we warp to Kakariko Gorge, where something else is waiting for us. And, so yeah. That was, I guess, a good story, if you could call it, like, as in good news. This next story is actually a lot shorter, but, yeah. The other day I was taking out the trash, and it's already been bitterly cold, it's snowing, all that jazz around here. Well, snow's gone, and yesterday it was too, but I was taking the trash out at work. Excuse me. I was taking the trash out at work, and I had a lot with me. So, come on, yeah, there you go. Well, I go ahead and I start pushing the back door open. Well, it doesn't even feel like it's windy outside. Well, apparently it was, because the wind blew the door right back into my hip bone. I'm not kidding, that shit hurt. Even with a coat and like all the my apron and my work clothes, it jarred me right in the hip bone. And I was like, holy crap, that hurt. I mean, I had to stop for a minute because I was like, oh god. I mean, it's not badly injured or anything, it's got a small bruise, but it hurt. Okay, right here, amidst all this beautiful scenery, is the last piece of heart you will find in the overworld. The other two are in the dungeon, and that's actually where we're going to go to next. We're probably not going to start it in this episode, but I at least want to get the story advanced, because it's, obviously it's a plot extension to Midna's character, and yeah. Anyway, let's see, will it change back? Let's see that. Maybe it does. Yes, it does. Cool. So now, after all this time, since before Christmas, we can get the Mirror of Twilight fixed. And some of you guys might realize, think that this is, like, Skyward Sword must have taken that Temple of Time door from this. At least that's what you might want to believe, and I can see the resemblance. Anyway, some call our realm a world of shadows, but that makes it sound unpleasant. The twilight there holds a serene beauty. You have seen it yourself as the sun sets on this world. Bathed in that light, all people were pure and gentle. But things changed once that foul power pervaded the world. It was all our doing. We overestimated our abilities as sages and attempted to put an end to Ganondorf's evil magic. I hope you can find it in yourself to forgive our carelessness. Oh, Twilight Princess. And Link's like, what? What? You're a princess? What? So, you knew. So Midna's a princess too. How many princesses are there? As a ruler who fled her people, I am hardly qualified to forgive you. It's like, Zant? Zant? What are you doing? What the fuck? Are you serious? Well, she wouldn't always look like that. It's like, what did you do to me? That's just messed up. I do say I gotta love her. I love her ponytail. But wait, maybe there is something that can be done. After having your throne taken from you. But what's this? The fused shadows? Yeah, I can overtake him. That's just freaking evil right there. Oh my god. In our world, we've long believed that the hero would appear as a divine beast. There are prophecies everywhere, man. Great. That's why when I found you, I thought I could use you, Link. So, and obviously, she didn't give a shit about us at all. She just wanted to save her own damn skin. Literally. And I only cared about returning our world to normal. I didn't care what happened to the world of light. Not at all. Selfish bitch. But after witnessing the selfless lengths that Princess Zelda and you have gone to, your sacrifices, I now know, in the bottom of my heart, that I must save this world too. There is no other way. So you're not selfish anymore at all. If we can just defeat Zant, the curse on me will dissolve, and we may be able to revive Zelda. Let's go, Link. For Zelda. For all of this world. Yeah, she's not a selfish bitch. I don't even know why I said that, but she wanted to save her own skin, her own world. But she's changed now. She's grown up a little bit. Because, I mean, in the beginning, she almost looks like just immature, but now she's not anymore. Alrighty. So, we have the Palace of Twilight awaiting us, and we will enter it and kick Zant's butt, starting in the next episode. Peace out!